Good morning and welcome to a very sunny morning here in Tennessee in the United States. I'm here at a place called the Foothills Parkway, which is the oldest incomplete road in Tennessee. They've been trying to build it for many years, and this section that I'm on is complete, but there's still other bits that haven't been connected up. Now, it's at the edge of the Smoky Mountains National Park, where I'm staying for a few days. I'm going to be doing a few videos from here. And what I'm going to try and do is show you a few of the roads. These are all roads that I could find on the internet before I left, where I got a description, but I was finding it hard to get an understanding of what the roads were really like. When I've done some other travel videos, I've tried to cover everything from one day, but I'm not sure how well that's going to work here because I don't really know enough about the place. So this is the first of 3 videos that I'm going to do. This one is a look at the Foothills Parkway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set off. I'll record a little bit of riding video. Unfortunately, I only have one camera. I've just got my chin camera because the camera that would go on the bike needs a mount, which is in my luggage, which despite my best efforts never made it here with me. So I nearly didn't do any content, but I have this camera and I have my GoPro, so I thought at least with the 2 of them I can show you a few things. So I'll try and keep it to a minimum. I know that nobody wants to watch a lot of chin mount footage of a road, but this road really is quite cool. I've done it a few times already, so I thought I'd share it with you. So here we go, this is the first look at the Foothills Parkway. Now I've been at this a couple of times the last few days just to check it out, and it's a lot of it is like this. It's just a really perfect road surface, and it's like this across the full length of it. Now the road itself is about 33 miles long for the section that's been completed that I'm writing, which goes from where depending on your pronunciation, down to Highway US 129 at the other end, which is the road that becomes the tail of the dragon. And it's just perfect. It's just all these really nice bends. You know, it's been designed specifically as a riding road, and you can tell, you know, whoever's put this in has gone to a lot of trouble to, you know, just get the corners just right, you know, nice lines of sight, you know, the apexes are easy to hit, and then they mow the verges on each side, so, you know, nothing gets overgrown so you can't see where you're going. And it's just an absolute joy to do on a motorcycle. Over to my left, you may just get a bit of a glimpse of some of the scenery through here. There will be better views later on. What I want to show you on this bit is, I don't know if you can see on the sat-nav down here, but this is just this very twisty bit. Now, I don't think there was any particular reason to put it in like this. You know, they probably could have cut a few of these corners, but someone's taken the decision that, you know what, this is a winding road. Let's you know, really make it great for people to drive or to people to ride. And yeah, you just get these sort of seemingly endless corners. I mean, okay, they're not tight twisties. You know, it's not like you're doing hairpins or doing some of the mountain passes in the Alps. But if you just want to come out and cruise around this on a motorcycle, it's just an absolute joy. There's hardly a straight section within it. Oh, hello squirrel. And yeah, the road just goes on and on and on like this, and then you come out on the other side from time to time and you get this amazing view out across the Great Smoky Mountains. I stand, you can probably see a little bit better over to my left, the sort of scenery that this road winds through. And yeah, it really is spectacular. You know, aside from enjoying the road itself, to have that sort of scenery to ride through really helps to make this a remarkable road. So you get bits like this, which, you know, it's almost like a racetrack. You get great sight lines, you get great visibility to come down. And I don't know if you've noticed from any of the videos so far, but there's been a real lack of other vehicles. So I think this is the 3rd time I've ridden this road, and I think I've had to pass a vehicle once in those 3 attempts. So not only is it a brilliant road to ride with brilliant scenery to look at, it's also really quiet, so you don't really get disrupted at all. Now, I'm sure in peak holiday season, maybe at weekends and holidays, it gets a lot busier. But I've been doing it early mornings and evenings on weekdays while I've been here, and it's just been great. I've been riding for about, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes. I think I'm probably maybe 5 or 6 miles along the road, and I just thought I'd pull in at one of these scenic overlooks. So these are all the way along the road, and you just get these amazing views of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. I'll go and give you a look without me and the bike in it in just a moment, but I don't know if you can hear that. It's almost nothing, it's just the tweeting of birds, and considering this is just this big destination road and there's literally no one around, it's just remarkable. This is the bike I've been riding. It's a Triumph Tiger 1200 XC, which I got from Asheville Motorcycle Rentals. If you fancy coming riding here and renting a bike, give Phil a call. I'm sure he will sort you out. And this is what one of the overlooks looks like. I don't know if you can see the hills all the way over there into the distance. They are slightly smoky, but then again, that is the name. But this place really is deserted. I think I've just heard one car go past on the road, but I think that's the first presence of any other vehicle that I've seen today. So yeah, it really is such a remarkable place. And right now I'm going to carry on down that way. So I'm now 13 miles from the end, and we're kind of cut over to the right hand side of the ridge. Now the visibility is not great because of all the leaves on the trees, but over to my right hand side you now get views out across the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. So if you imagine that someone's decided to build this driving road along the top of the ridge where all the previous roads just sort of ran along the flat bit of the valley, where I guess it's much easier to build. And I believe that this is one of the problems, or one of the reasons why the road hasn't been completed yet. So there's this 33-mile stretch that goes from the Ware Valley down to Highway 129, and then there's a big gap in the middle, and then there's another stretch that goes up to the interstate further north. And there is, I think the land has been bought to connect the two bits together, but the funding has never really been found to actually pay for it to go in. So this road is going to get better over time as they lengthen it, but for now I think it's this 33-mile section. So yeah, who knows, in years to come maybe this will be lengthened even further. Apparently it's stalled due to politics quite a lot at the moment, so maybe one day they will sort it out. But until then, it is just such a great road to come and ride. You know, we have some great roads in the UK, but it's not often that you'll get a 33-mile section like this, a perfect tarmac, perfect sight lines around the corners, views when the trees allow you to see something a little bit more, and almost no traffic. I think if this was in the Peak District, I'd be queuing by now. But yeah, it really is just a stunning place to ride a motorcycle. So I'm coming along here now, I'm 3.9 miles from the end, and it's just more like before. It's this beautiful road. It's big sweeping bends, occasionally some tighter bends. Oh, there's a car. With good sight lines, so you know, it certainly feels very safe sort of road to be taking these bends as they should be taken, with occasional glimpses of this stunning scenery through the trees. Now I think I've probably said this enough by now, and you're probably a little bit tired of it, but it is stunning. So I think what I'll do is I probably won't record any more on the GoPro, because there's only so much of watching someone's chin that people want to do. And I'll ride down to the end, and then I'll just record a little closing bit, and then I think that is this video done. But if you're ever in this area, you should so come and ride this road, because it really is so much fun. There you go, that is me all done. That's my very short look at just a few miles of the 33 miles of the Foothills Parkway here in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park in Tennessee in the USA. The time of year is mid-June 2023, and it's just a really nice temperature. I think maybe some of the locals find it a little bit colder if you've come from a cooler climate, but coming from the UK, it's been absolutely glorious. So that's about it really, nothing else to say other than I now get to go down to US Highway 129, which is just at the end of the road here, and turn left, and then that takes me to the Tail of the Dragon. So I hope this has been interesting and useful. If it has, and you want to see some of my other videos from my tour to Tennessee and North Carolina in 2023, please check out the channel if that's your sort of thing. Otherwise, thanks very much for watching, and maybe I'll see you next time.